Welcome back to United Chaos, our randomized Jurassic Difficulty plus UK challenge mode. We have contract time. We can do an expedition for a relatively cheap reward. We can build a lagoon, haha, funny joke. Or we can do ticket sales. I think expedition time is the one to do, although this might require some sort of annoying research. No, successfully complete an expedition. That's a pretty good contract for us then. Actually pretty good. We got a storm inbound. So we need to get through that. Staff is rested. We can shut you down. Make sure we get the shelter open. That so a minute on that, on the dig, and for the contract. I think we might as well just shut this down. And then medical facility should be shut down. You should be shut down. I'm completely just wasting power here, aren't I? Let's get this activated. And dispatch a jeep to the Cerrado pen immediately. To go keep an eye on them. Alright, that should be pretty good. I'm going to actually pause the recording so I get a screenshot for the last episode I recorded. Alright, I got my coveted screenshot. Let's get through this storm together, and then we'll work really hard on the silos. Excuse me. What the fuck are you doing?
We've been able to unlock form the very foundations of paleogenetics.
He just drove through that fence. Oh shit. Drive back through the fence and fix it.
Much of this current one is possible. Don't report
Oh my god. What are you doing? No, fix that. Fix the fuck. Oh my god, the fences. Oh my god, what a disastrous day. The fences are just not staying together. Go. Go. Okay. Okay. And at least the storm was quick overall. That's not so bad. Hatchery can remain damaged for now. I've seen all of the Friday the 13th, or the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and the Friday the 13th movies. I honestly lost track of those when I was watching through them at some point, like a decade ago or whatever. They're fun. Slasher films are amusing. My slasher franchise of choice though is Chucky. Hell yeah. And the new show is great. Alright, let's get working on Coelophysis. We have $1 million, so let's get this all reorganized. The fossils came in. We can now move the expedition center. Can I fit it in this gap, you think? I think yes, if the medical facilities moved. Yep, I am familiar with Halloween, although I've got to say that's another classic movie franchise I actually never watched. Back when I went through slasher films in my younger days, I went through all like the Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jeepers Creepers, Chucky films, some other stuff, and I never touched Halloween for whatever reason. Don't know why. Just never did. Oh, actually, maybe I want to put the medical facility right where the hatchery is now. So maybe I just wasted a little bit of money smoothing out some terrain here. I think so. Because I don't think we want to put it back here, because that's kind of infringing on what could be a Patasaurus. No, but Chucky's awesome. Chucky's funny. And that's all slasher films are, is funny stuff. As characters, I find Chucky to be by far the most enjoyable. For me. So I think... yeah, let's do one of these. We grab this, we just move it over here out of the way for now. That's 116. How much is it to build? How much money do we waste? So it's essentially the same cost to move and remove than it is to build a new one. Interesting. We save a tiny bit of money, so it's still worth doing. But we should consider that more in the future when we move some stuff away temporarily and then just move it back. Unless I can fit it... actually, yeah, I won't be able to fit in here with the current path anyway. So, yeah, just find a nice flat spot maybe. No, it's always 116. That's... oh, well. My birthday is in August. That's all you need to know. Probably say too much anyway. Alright, so I think, yeah, we'll just flatten that in there. That's moved. Could we actually get this then in here? Because this is where I would like this to go. But I like it to be flat. You're not my dad. I can flatten whatever I want to, damn it. That is not straight, but I don't think it's going to get straight. If we're being honest with ourselves, it's close enough. It's better than the hotel, which is super not straight. What? You're telling me the world's not flat? Then what did I earn this astronomy degree for? My whole life is a lie. The world isn't flat. Okay. So that fits in there. So I think I want to do... so we want to put the enclosure over here. We'll get the hatch removed in here somewhere. We need to decide where that all goes. I think we'll do a path in front of this generator. In here somewhere. That looks crooked to me, but maybe not. I mean, this is probably crooked. This roadway here is probably crooked compared to this, which is what I'm eyeballing it on. Well, something like that is about where we want that to go. Oh, I must repair it before I can move it. You son of a bitch. All right, spend the 200K. Go do it. I hate it. But you know what is flat? Pizza. And I really do like pizza. Okay, so now we can grab this asshole. Get this thing moved over here. We could put this on a grid, actually, and, like, do a new grid for this section of the park. We're gonna rebuild. I mean, I don't think we'll... okay, let's actually think about this. Let's think about this for a second. We're going to rebuild, yes, but where are we going to rebuild to? These sections are too small to build in. These will be enclosures. So maybe I probably build back in here. Except that's where I'm going to set up this pen. So I think if we do the rebuild and the plan is to put a tour in here, this ends up being the Apatosaurus pen eventually. Which means we would tear down this Apato pen, move everything to the new one, and then move all this stuff over. That's a lot of emojis. I am too old to understand what message you're conveying there. So this level is the power generator level. I think I'd rather not flatten that. Let's do this. We'll flatten that out. That'll just be its own weird little gross hill. We'll just get this in here. How are we doing on cash? Because I have done a bunch of flattening and shit. 895 is not fantastic. Alright, so we'll put this here. Probably put this over here on the edge somewhere. I actually kind of hate it. You know what? I can't be too picky. Just stop being picky about it. We can't sit here and mess around with us all day. We need to start making cash again. And this I'm going to put in, I think, here like this, basically. So let's clear that. Do this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that's all positioned better. I think the pen's going to curve back down and around here a little bit so that we can put viewing galleries just kind of like right here. I don't want pets currently because my living arrangement is not guaranteed because I'm looking for a job. So if I get a pet and then I move to, say, Italy, that's unfortunate for the pet. While I'm in the world of postdocs, I am not gonna have any pets because it would not be fair to them. Yeah, so I think we'll do that for the border of this eventual Coelophysis apatosaurus pen. And that should work. We can build up and around this way. It'll be a weird shape, but it'll work. Path not connected. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this activated and check those fossils we've been sitting on, because we should have treasures. Some cynodonts, sure. Okay, Coelophysis is complete. We should have shut down this expedition facility a while ago. Well, we moved it, so... Actually, I think moving this stuff probably repowered it, huh? Because these are all turned on right now. So this is probably like 3 batches. It's cheaper still than paying $1 million for the upgrade, so we'll just do it. I am very tempted to start doing stuff with mods. My attitude's basically been one of like waiting till the official DLCs are done before we do mods. In part too because the mods right now are not... I mean, there's some really good mods, but it's not as crazy as it will be after some more time passes. Actually, that's cutting it a little close because that car has to maneuver through to the other pen area. So we'll do one of those. Kill you, kill you. All right, Dino, I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming by again. So this will be, sure, the pen we put in here. Head over here somewhere, over here. I guess I could keep it on the smaller side till we get the apatosaurs, technically. Yeah, why don't we actually not go crazy on this? Let's stop making this big. This is enough. It actually might be enough for the apatosaurs, now that I think about it more. Alright, catch you later. So we're extracting fossils. This is turned on, doesn't need to be again. Serratos are having fun with their lives. You're back. Get a gate in. Okay, well, now we're just waiting on Coelophysis genome. Boo. No tab to go back to the fossil thing there. That's kind of unfortunate they didn't bother putting in that shortcut. So that's 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, one more batch after this. So we won't have to rest this guy either before we do that, which is nice. Yeah, okay, that's deactivated. That's good. I thought this was on for a moment. Okay. Well, then I'm going to get the last set processed as well, which will finish up the genome. We'll do that off screen, and then we'll be back to set the Coelophysis up. Contracts in too. This is an interesting one. These are all the same. Photography could be free, but I think it could also be very bad because it could be a dinosaur we just don't have, I'm pretty sure. Profitable and revenue are like essentially the same, and the rewards are essentially the same. So I don't know. Revenue's probably better because you need revenue to get profit, but you don't need profit to get revenue. So I think we take revenue. 269 out of 290.
People only hear that paleo part. However, it's that second business part.
Alright, then we'll go back to processing fossils. We're still doing fossils, but I'm interrupting this break to discuss amenities. I think we have $200 million. It's good to save it for 2 stars, but I think we definitely need to push amenities right now for sure. So we're going to do that. Because I think we'll need that to get to 2 stars. Because we are capped on our current buildings. We'll just scrap out the small ones that we currently have. And then we have wide paths and large hotels, which I don't think we're close to needing. Gus still have everything at 100%. 99%. Huh. Don't know why that's 99. Curious. Could we see a different value on something here? Do you see transport rating anywhere without having a transport source? I wonder if that's what's weird. 100%. 100%. Strange. Alright, Seal of Feist is complete. Let's... We gotta leave that on because we're doing research. Let's get these guys going. Dinosaur Battle Royale, huh? Yeah, I would not have expected an Albertosaurus to win. That's interesting. There's probably a degree of randomness to it because, like, dinosaurs will come into other fights injured sometimes, and I'm sure there's some other changes that happen randomly. It's not just strict number comparison. There's, like, dice rolls added to it, I bet. Seal of Physis. We want AR. Which do we have AR? New. Which one's AR? I forget. Well, whatever it is, we don't have it. We can do, I don't know, mangrove. Green's a fun color. He sounds like quite the champion. And yeah, Papurana's still our only pattern, so that's fine too. Genetic sequence has been randomized as CCC, so that's +1 to long-lived. And then A for the sickly genes, so that stays at a 0. 0 added. So that'll be the Seal of Physis genome for now. We'll do a new batch, of course, when we actually get the genes we want from the randomizer, but for now that'll be fine. Should we do 2 batches? We can't actually because we don't have scientists, but we can do 2 sequential batches, so that's probably worth doing. Alright, so we get that going. We should probably status check these Ceratos and make sure nobody's sick and dying. Actually, with the money we have, maybe we should leave this active. I think we should. Let's set up ranger posts finally. We'll do 1 outside, I think. Obstructed by path. How is that obstructed by the path? That's way over there. 1 there. And then this one we'll put inside, but towards the back where the enclosure will eventually be expanded. And then assign 1 to each. Ranger Team 2. Ranger Team 1. Is Albertosaurus in this one? Oops. Research. Carnivores. Tyrannosaurus, Velociraptor, Monopara, Austro, Copy, Giga, Berry, Herrera. No Albertosaurus even in this challenge mode, unfortunately. I do hate the reduced rosters. I wish every dino was in every park build, except for the gimmick ones that are like herbivores only or carnivores only. Those ones should definitely have a reduced roster. But a park build like this one, where there's no actual restrictions, like the challenge of this mode. Let's look at this real quick. Whoops. So terrain costs are big. Tasks take longer, you have a limited amount of staffs, and sabotage risk is high. Why restrict the roster in this park? Doesn't make sense. Give us the full roster, damn it. Let us have fun. Restrict it only for the maps where it makes sense. But then it's even weirder because the new challenge modes are all restricted rosters, except for Jurassic World, which has an unrestricted roster. Which is just weird that they made that exception for one of them. I don't get it. Don't get the logic. Anyway, these silos are ready. That was a good little discussion. So, social is very good. We have to hatch all of them as a rule if we can, remember. Just seeing what we got. We actually don't really need a second clutch with a full set of 8. Oh, and I totally forgot the hatchery research I said I was going to do too. Alright, let's just do these 8 maybe? Let's do these 8, see where that gets us. We'll put in the new amenities once the Coelophysis are hatched. In terms of other research, nope, Ketz is also not in this map. No Quetzalcoatlus. And we're using a randomizer to select our species anyway, so even if it was, would be only a chance at getting Ketz. Yeah, none of these are unlocked. Alright, so I guess we can do hatchery. I think that's fine to do. Therizinosaurus. That should be medium and large. Doesn't appear to be there, unless it's under armored for some stupid... Oh, it's under armored. Why is it under armored? What? Why put Therizinosaurus in with the Thyreophorans and the Ceratopsians? That's ridiculous. Well, Therizinosaurus is in the park, or it is in the challenge mode. It is an option. We'll see if it comes up in the randomizer. I don't think its odds are very good because the randomizer settings we're using are based on Jurassic Park.
The guests want the illusion of
I mean, I would say that by like definition, big meaty claws don't count as armor, right? Armor is a defense against big meaty claws and sharp teeth.
new amenities.
They're completely opposite, polar opposites,
Thrill of being face to snout
completely
with dinosaurs.
opposed.
Our job is to keep that fear from becoming real.
Okay, so 30 seconds there, a minute 30 here. I'm gonna check the hatchery. Well, we'll just wait and do it, I guess. So yeah, it's armed, but not armored. I'm actually surprised that they put it on that tab because it actually kind of makes sense as medium and large herbivores because it's kind of got a similar niche as like sauropods, being really big and tall. Okay, hatchery. 240k, 5 logistics. That's not bad. We'll do that. If we breed a second clutch of Coelophysis, we'll have good odds. So that's perfectly good to do. 30 seconds on these silos. We're going to leave that little nub of fence in the back there because that's going to be expanded back. As much as it's going to bug me. That's not a bad look at Coelophysis. Got big compy vibes coming from him with that bright green. Not bad though. We should put another gate in here too because the ranger station's on this side. So let's put one over there. Alright, what do you little shits want? Meat, open space, and water. And a little bit of forest. Should be easily met. Meat in front of the viewing gallery. Toss in some trees. Shrink the radius. A few little trees over here. A few little trees over here. Just kind of, you know, scatter them about. Coelophysis really isn't a bigger copy. I mean, it kind of is, but like... It's its own interesting little creature. Also very far apart, I think, from Compsognathus on the theropod family tree. Because the Coelophysids are an early offshoot, whereas Compies, I believe, are in the Tyrannosaur lineage, indirectly. They're Coelurosaurs. But aesthetically, they do end up being very similar. It's actually interesting because the Pro-Compsognathus from the novel, the Jurassic Park novel, are Coelophysids and not Compsognathids, despite having Compsognathus as part of their name. So it is an interesting comparison to make. I'm actually kind of annoyed that they gave us Coelophysis over Procompsognathus or Segisaurus. Like, we have 2 Coelophysids in the franchise, and they give us the one that's actually not canon. Armed instead of armored? Yeah, I mean, I guess. They've got some trees. Why are they still 70%? Oh, the meat requirement's going to keep them down for quite a while until they find it. It's right there. I can literally see it. Just go get it. There you go. He found the meat. He's telling his friends now, hey guys, the meat's over here. I found the meat.
You've done the job.
Come on.
You've done it well. There. What more do you want?
It's actually a pretty nice pattern. Like, the color and pattern color are pretty good for this one. I like it. I like it. They have trees. They're fine. Also, if it's, you know, some Dr. Seussian thing speaking for the trees in the dinosaur situation, it should be the Lithranax. The Lithranax speaks for the trees. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all week. All week. Yeah, I am firmly on Team Segisaurus. I'm one of those people who shows up on every Reddit thread talking about new species, going like, we should have Segisaurus. More Coelophysids, please. Absolutely me. We need those amenities in. And let's go ahead and slap this in here before we forget we did this. 100K, 2 mil 7. Medium amenities. So I think... How do I want to set this up? I don't know. I guess if we do... Let's do this. Come to there, and then come down to here. And then we can put them on this path, and they'll kind of split the difference between these 2 areas that way. We'll see how that works out. Flatten this back out, because some of that was raised for some reason. Yep. I give out plenty of rim shots, not so much rim jobs. That is true. That is factually accurate. I think the donuts is... well, is the donuts good? Because if we put an ice cream parlor, that actually covers all the orange. We need green. This should be something with green. So actually probably is donuts, because otherwise it'd be a vegan buffet. Green, then we do ice cream parlor, and we do aquarium. Drinks. I guess ginger beer. And then the same setup. Oh wait, yeah, photo booth over infotainment, I think, right? I think that's true. And that one's ice cream parlor. Yeah. Yeah, I usually try to future-proof a little bit so we don't have to go back and like fix it right away. This is shopping. You know what? Let's just delete it and build the new one right away in its spot rather than wait. Because I don't feel like waiting. And I think we'll probably need more space. We can cut down this path too. Let that delete. Yeah, the upgrades actually do have other effects. So if we switch photo booth to infotainment, look at the guest capacity, 350. Infotainment makes the guest capacity 375 and actually produces less money. The photo booth is better for profits. The infotainment is better for capacity. Nothing in the game actually tells you that. Not a single damn thing in the game tells you that those upgrades have more things that they do than just give you little arrows towards the 4 different guest needs. And it took us an incredibly long time to even notice that on the channel, which is just interesting. Like, why add mechanics and then obscure them from the game players? Weird. So this should definitely be something with green. So hats or leisure wear. I think a little bit of extra orange is better because the yellow is pretty low. then aquarium, and photo booth, because infotainment sucks. And we'll put a path across here. And actually looks like we can keep a path going through back over here too, so that's not terrible. Maybe, yeah, we can. Let's just connect up all these weird paths for path capacity and crowding reasons. Sure. What a nightmare park. We'll rebuild it. It'll look good in the end, but for now it's just gonna look like an apple pie of just crisscrossed connections. That we're not gonna worry about it. 257, 257. Let's delete the small ones. Alright. Amenities, 100%. Guests, 99% on restroom. I imagine shelters gotta be getting down too. No, somehow it is not. I'm actually deeply surprised by this. 1 toilet. Right here. Oh, immediately the feeder is tainted. Fantastic. Gotta love it. And now income tax kicks in. I forgot that income tax hadn't kicked in yet. To be honest, that's... oh, they're getting tainted meat. Don't eat the bad meat. Just wait. They're all sick. They're all going to be sick. They all got worms. Probably? Maybe? Maybe not. I would have expected it to pop almost immediately afterwards. Well, there's a storm anyway. Okay, we finished our contract for the month, right? Yes. Okay. Let's not put out any more copies. If we get a contract that wants us to increase profits, then we put out copies. That makes some sense. Meanwhile, $3,400,000. Pretty good. I'm going to shut you down. We're going to get the Expedition Center back online. Oh, no. We have to research Apatosaurus. We haven't done that yet. All right, let's get the Apatos. We'll start digging them up. So we'll research this during the storm. I think we've got enough money that we can do that. Shit, he needs a break. Never mind. False alarm, no research during the storm. Rest during the storm instead. Deactivate you. Activate you. Alright, so we'll get started on the Apatos right away as well. There's that damaged. And fence break. Okay. Where? Oh, that's the copy fence. I wasn't even watching that one. I totally forgot we had more than one species in the park for a moment. Yeah. We'll get Ranger Team 1 over there. We'll get 2 on these slightly damaged fences. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, they've made the guests more involved than they were in, like, JPOG, where you only had, like, 100 people coming into your park. But they're still not really, like, realistic in the amount of people. So it's kind of a weird trade-off that doesn't, like, the guest complexity is less in terms of the actual guests themselves. They're more numbers on a spreadsheet, and yet they're still not terribly realistic numbers. That's my point. Okay, repair all of this. Oh, shit, the power is completely cut, too. I missed that the power went down. Yeah, that's the one thing you miss when you're on that mode. Where are my Jeeps? You are back at base. 3-point turn. Get to the power generator. Up on this weird hill. Alright, there's that. Fences are contained, though, so the dinosaurs are fine. Alright, power is up. Fix my other shit. Park is... Oh, I never opened the shelters. Oopsies. Well, that's fine. We're fine. Nothing bad happened. Everything's fine. No, we're going to be successful. We are going to make it. Because I truly spared no expense. That's why I have no goddamn money. Also, we're slow mode. Okay, he's almost done recovering. 10 seconds. Deactivate that. Activate you. Apatosaurus. Let's go. I'm going to just top this off completely. Actually, maybe I should have done that because we're probably going to do power soon, but whatever. We'll keep the backup generator for the ranger station anyway, so it's fine. We'll get our money's worth eventually. Okay, those are all looking good. Jeeps are doing their job. Sauropods unlocked. Let's get the Expedition Center active. And get digging dinos. Actually, what's the cost of the other one here? Breed Coelophysis. Perfect. This is why we didn't hatch more until the contracts were coming in. 7. If we do that, we can't hatch. So yeah. Nice timing. We do the... Wait. Yeah, we do this one with a 3. We get the Coelophysis going, and that completes the contract and makes us more dollars. Big bucks. Big dollars. Let's pick a different skin just for fun. Since none of these are technically right. Let's check out the blue one. Svalbard. You.
Trust is a big part of the job. That's why I trust you'll take on this.
Can we build a second staff center? We can. So that's another facility, specialist facility.
Potential problems we have to keep an eye on. Vigilance is the name of the game.
I hate the way he says vigilance. Vigilance. It fits. I saw that it fits. Don't you be a bastard. Fit. Fit, 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 fit. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, no! Fossils held at customs. Okay, that's fine. We can't afford that. Delaying the expedition's probably fine here. Although 100k when we got 2.6 mil is not that much either. Next randomizer rolls at 2 stars. Although technically we could have done 1 now because we start this park essentially at 1 star, which is a little weird. I want to put a path in here, but it's not letting me do it quite. These paths are all not quite straight next to each other, which is funny. There we go. I think we'll do a randomizer roll essentially when we finish the existing set of dinosaurs. That's how we'll do it for this challenge mode in particular. So we'll do 1 star, the 1 star roll after we get the Apatos out. 10 eggs. Rule is we have to hatch them all if we can. So we'll have 18 Coelophysis in the park. Seems fine. There's that. Staff facilities in. You can rest. And we can pull a facility on this. Specialist facility. Right. What other research do we need to do? The Apatosaurus, we've only started digging it up, so it's not in yet. We can do medicine when the other guy gets back. That's not bad. These are all going to be 9s or 12s. I would like to start doing these. Maybe grab... Oh, there's a genetic specialist right there. 825 is a little pricey. I think I grab him, though, because he's available. 41 per minute, though. Holy shit. Hold on. Yeah, right now, that guy's basically as pricey as the 4 scientists we have here. Started with Matil? Is it Matilda? I don't know. If that's where you're going with that? I don't know if I want Takahashi, man. That's really pricey. We need genetics, though. Well, how much do we actually need here? Well, we potentially need 12. So, yeah, we need somebody really who's at least like a 5 if we're going to do all those genetic researches. I mean, he is an 8 out of 12. That's pretty damn good right now. I was also training level 1, so he comes with a point to distribute right away, too. He's just so freaking expensive. How do I know the movie? I've heard of it before. Isn't it based on like a children's book or something? So I probably heard of that when I was a child myself too. Okay, so maybe I wait till 2 stars to hire that geneticist. I think that's the play. We're waiting until 2 stars for this as a game roll, but it's ready to go when we get to it. We don't know what other species we'd be getting, so we can't do that. Yeah, we don't have any other research to do right now, then. We kind of just sit. Alright. I mean, that's fine. We got 6 minutes on this, so we'll definitely get the bonus. 20 minutes on the, or 20 seconds on the inbound fossils. I might want to upgrade. It's $1 million. That's a big investment right now, but with the Apatosaurus fossils coming in, processing those in like bigger batches is kind of nice. On the other hand, actually, cheaper research actually decreases the cost for extraction. Interesting. I didn't know it did that. I think we'll do cheaper research. Let's test this out. Let's try that out. It means we'll have to do more processed batches. Well, I mean, right now, this is like 1 batch anyway, so didn't even lose anything there. 110 and then 40s. I don't know. How often do geckos eat? Like, a lot of lizards don't eat that often. Not saying that's the case, but hopefully the gecko's fine. Oh, and we're resting the geneticist so we can't extract fossils anyway. And that's it for that dig site, so now we just have the big one. And now, yeah, because of the specialist facility, the logistics specialists can do this by themselves. So that's fantastic. That worked out very well. Strato, leave my vehicle alone. Damn it. Alright, let's get those extra coelophysis out, then we'll probably call it an episode. I think that's a fine point to leave off. Right on the cusp of hitting 2 stars and doing a bunch of research and whatnot. Coelophysis actually might get us 2 stars. So we'll see what comes of this. I guess it is dark out, so we can't really see these guys that well. And I want to get a screenshot, so maybe we can play till the sun comes up at least, in-game. Missing forest. Is that going to be true? Yes. A little bit.
You have the quality.
There we go. The big ol' herd is perfectly happy. And they're social, which is pretty good. Yeah, you can get a decent little look at them here. They look just bluish. Like slightly blue. 1.9. Are we going to hit 2? Can we hit 2? Show me a 2. I'm going to shut this down, actually try to save some money. We'll get this extracted. I mean, right now, this park is a mess. There we go, 2 stars.
At this rate, I may need to take a lesson from you, huh? Discreetly, of course.
Wait, what am I doing with this guy? Oh yeah, I sent him out on the dig, obviously. So in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we can start power research. So that's going to be big. I guess the other question would be, if I'm doing power, where do I put the power? I think we could sneak the power generators in down here, really far away, because eventually I want to flip this so that the main park is in this area. And so the generators being down here will actually be a really good spot for them, because I want a tour that stretches through this gap and over into here. Yeah, that'll work pretty good. All right, the sun's coming up. I think we'll get power started today, and then that'll be the end of the episode. And the contract. Park rating, profitability, or fight. I think, given that we just hit 2, I think park rating's a trap. I think we do profitable here, which is actually fairly close. Cabot's always making a pass at me. That guy just, he can't contain himself. Yes. Let this stuff run. New viable Apato. Dinosaur National Monument is in. Alright, let's get this stuff started and end before the next storm comes in, I think. Logistics Specialist does power. Turtles. I like turtles. Apatosaurus, Apatosaurus, and Apatosaurus. And Apatosaurus. Written close to complete on that too, actually. Is it Spider-Man? Is Spider-Man the superhero? That's my guess. Right. So this park layout here is absolutely crammed together in a nightmare mess, but that's because I have no intention of keeping it. Probably around 3 stars or so we'll rebuild. Certainly at the point where we can get monorails, we'll rebuild. And that's mostly just because the starting position, you begin with all these like really crazy paths and everything's slightly twisted around and not positioned very well. So I don't like it, so I'm just going to straight up rebuild it. I also don't want it to look like the old playthroughs we did, where we didn't move the starting arrival points. So if we move the arrival point to a different spot, it gives the whole park a different feel, and I think that's fun. So I'm not concerned about the longevity of the layout. I would say that's got to be the Deep Dino, the #1 aquatic themed superhero in all of media, right? Or maybe Namor, the Submariner. It's whatever it is. I'm pretty sure it can't possibly be Aquaman. That's where I'm going with that. So we can put the path in here for the power generators that we're going to put in. So I'll just do this so I remember my plan when I do the next set of videos. So the generators will go in down here somewhere. And actually I want to snap those to the grid, because the whole new thing we're going to put on a grid properly. Because this is all off-grid. It's not properly rotated, so it's awful. Okay, I think that is a good spot to stop for today. So we'll leave this episode here and catch you in the next one.